It's the penultimate round of the Daytona DMAX Championships, and we're getting ready for the light heats race here at Milton Keynes. This is going to be a pretty straightforward event for Jack O'Neill if things go his way. With a 70-point advantage over Zack Swannell, it's pretty much sewn up, but you can never count your chickens before they hatch in the Daytona DMAX Championship. Plus, Zack Swannell's also got a bit of concern from Max O'Shaughnessy, third in the points on drop scores, and he's absolutely hungry and determined to catch up in the title fight. So, let's go to the grid and find out what happens. The battle for the Daytona DMAX Light Heats final is going to be a really intriguing one. Jack O'Neill potentially on the cusp of becoming the champion. 5 points more scored across the 3 heats than Zack Swannell, who is there in third position on the grid. But Fraser Brunton is the man who could snatch the final victory off both of the title contenders. He's been really strong after finishing second in the Enduro earlier on. He's got good potential here. There's some good battles further back with a few drivers in the field. We're going to watch them come out of the final turn. Green flag flies, and we are away and racing. Sam Lovelace dragging his way through to second position immediately as Dante Dhillon gets a move on Fraser Brunton to the inside line. Fraser's just going to have to hang in there and hope he can hold the place. But Dante Dhillon makes the dive to the inside. Zack Swannell trying to come through as well. Jack O'Neill, though, leading the field in front of Sam Lovelace. This is textbook as far as the championship is concerned, as Fraser Brunton gets the move on Zack Swannell as well, and nearly costing him a place to Matthew Bees. So this is very nearly job done for Jack O'Neill in the title fight.
Fraser Brunton had nowhere to go there with Dante Dhillon up the inside on turn 2, and then all the way through that complex on the inside of turn 4. Brunton did well, actually, just to give that place up and live to fight another day.
So Jack O'Neill winning this race would pretty much put the title for Zack Swannell out of reach. He really could do with seeing off Sam Lovelace, but Lovelace is going straight for him as they come up through turn 9. Jack O'Neill gets out sideways. Here comes Sam Lovelace for a chance, but Jack O'Neill gets back across to stop the braking, overtaking move happening. Beautifully done there from Jack O'Neill, but you do get the sense that both Lovelace and Dante Dhillon are up for a scrap.
O'Neill much wider on turn 9 than normal, so whether he felt the presence of Sam Lovelace behind him, he certainly can now. Sam Lovelace right up behind him, and Dante Dhillon also made great progress. A little bit of a gap back to Fraser Brunton at the moment, but you've got a feeling that that is all going to close up with Jack O'Neill going into a defensive mode, holding up Sam Lovelace and Dante Dhillon at the moment. Be interesting to see what lines Jack O'Neill takes. And Sam Lovelace has gone for a dive down the inside of turn 6, into the dip. They disappear around the corner, and Sam Lovelace has popped up in the lead ahead of Jack O'Neill. That is a turn up for the books. Jack O'Neill being uncharacteristically defensive. I wonder if he's going to turn around now and attack. You would think so by the form he's had today, but he was defensive through the final sectors of that first lap. I think he had holding the lead in mind. So it'll be really interesting to see if he can come back. Actually, he's under pressure now from Dante Dhillon. Dante Dillon's got the inside line into turn 9. Jack O'Neill still down the inside into turn 10. Dante Dhillon hasn't given up yet, but he's going to have to fall in line. But that has closed that gap right up. It is now a top 6 with Jack O'Neill, Sam Lovelace, Lovelace, O'Neill, Dhillon, Brunton, Swannell and Bees all up there fighting in that top group.
Next up, it's Fraser Brunton in 4th position, in behind Dante Dhillon. And Brunton is looking very hungry for a manoeuvre or two of his own. Zack Swannell at the back of the queue really does not need to be here too much longer. He needs to start making overtaking moves if he wants to be in this title fight for much longer.
Sam Lovelace, it was a really good killer move down into the inside of turn 6. He was right behind him as well, so it's not like he had a drag on him. He made a lunge and he made it stick.
Oh, and Swannell makes the move on the inside of Fraser Brunton, then drifts out wide. Brunton might be able to get him back again on the way through. So Brunton and Swannell duking it out for 4th position. It could be very close indeed between those two. As they come up through turn 8, the race leader has not changed. It's Sam Lovelace, who is at the front from Jack O'Neill and Dante Dhillon. But the squabble between Brunton and Swannell is now in Brunton's favour again.
Dante Dhillon.
Swannell using plenty of curve to try and fight his way past Fraser Brunton. That's getting physical, and Brunton's not happy with Zack Swannell edging his way through.
Get your hands back on the steering wheel, reset, it's 0-0. Keep fighting from where you are. Don't worry, that corner's already gone. Keep fighting, Fraser. But Jack O'Neill now down to 3rd place, so Dante Dhillon presumably got Jack down into turn 8, perhaps, in that blind section, in the darkness.
Oh, and a big lunge from Bees. Bees has gone through on Fraser Brunton now as well to take 5th position. Fraser Brunton trying to get himself back into contention and going to try and sell him a dummy to get back on the undercut. Nicely done from Fraser.
That was a little bit rough and ready. Fraser Brunton pushing lots of contact into the rear quarter of Matthew Bees.
Oh, and a very late lunge from Zack Swannell to get through past Jack O'Neill.
Something's not right with Jack at the moment, is he? It's not like him to fall down the field like that.
Well, why is he suddenly losing pace? If Jack O'Neill has got a mechanical problem now, then there's definitely going to be a run to Sandown Park to take the title fight one time further.
Well, on the current pace he's got, I can't see him not falling back into the clutches of, well, there you go, of Zack Swannell, who's now ahead of him.
So it is Sam Lovelace being caught by Dante Dhillon. Jack O'Neill has dropped back behind fourth position. Well, he's in fourth position now behind Zack Swannell. Then it's Fraser Brunton from Matthew Bees, side by side between Max O'Shaughnessy and Boyd Wayne Jr. as they battle away. No, that's Ben Leslie.
Yeah, I'm saying Ben Leslie is on a right run at the moment. He's made up 2 places on that last lap.
What a move on Max O'Shaughnessy from Ben Leslie. On last year's runner-up, Ben Leslie fights back, having been tipped into the barriers in one of the earlier races. He ended up going in pretty hard at the end of one of the earlier heats, but he is fighting back with gusto, and there's nothing Max O'Shaughnessy can do about that move.
I'm going to criticise your maths a little bit here, Jake, because I've been working hard on the championship connotations, and what I've worked out myself with my skillful maths is that Jack O'Neill is... You say it.
Oh, he's already sealed the championship, hasn't he? My apologies. I didn't realise that Jack O'Neill had already got the job done. These dropped scores very complicated.
So much for this spreadsheet. It's rubbish.
Coming up the top of the crest of the hill, and it is going to be a really exciting run from our race leader, Sam Lovelace, in front of Dante Dhillon. Third position, still Zack Swannell, but Jack O'Neill is being caught by Fraser Brunton. He's just having fun, having clinched the championship already. So now Fraser Brunton going to make the dive on the inside into the final turn. Fraser Brunton is through on Jack O'Neill.
He's gone around the outside.
He has indeed.
That is cheeky as hell.
Sam Lovelace has pretty much got the job done. They come through and into another lap. Sam Lovelace in front of Dante Dhillon. Actually, Zack Swannell has set the new fastest lap at 107.155, and he is starting to make a gain on Dante Dhillon, but is this too little too late?
Yes.
Well, decisive answer from Spanners ready.
Oh, sorry. You wanted some more like deep analysis or
Absolutely.
something? I was distracted by Max O'Shaughnessy continuing really a very anonymous day overall. I mean, yeah, he was unlucky, I think, in the endurance run earlier on with an exhaust problem, but he still wasn't leading the race, and the heats just haven't gone his way.
Here come the leaders through turn 9. Back end sliding for Lovelace. Dante Dhillon has definitely started to get that gap down. It was about a second at the end of the last lap. So is there going to be a last-minute push? No, there's not. The checkered flag flies. It's Sam Lovelace who takes the victory from Dante Dhillon. Zack Swannell comes through for third position. That is a great result. A brilliant effort from Sam Lovelace. Dante Dhillon elated with second position as well by the look of it. And they are really happy after that battle. All 3 of them together in there. That's an overjoyed podium. Zack Swannell beating Jack O'Neill to the flag, with Fraser Brunton in 4th place and O'Neill in 5th. But that is not going to matter a jot to Jack O'Neill after his performance coming home in 5th position. The lead is too strong, and he will go to Sandown Park safe in the knowledge that he is the 2018 Daytona DMAX Light Heats champion. The gap is too big, and it is all done and dusted. So Sam Lovelace takes the win from Dante Dhillon and Zack Swannell, but Jack O'Neill is the new champion.
As you said all along, even from the beginning of that race.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, once again for your top 3 on the podium. Zack Swannell, Dante Dhillon, and your race winner, Sam Lovelace!
So I'm here with 3rd place man, Zack Swannell. Although the championship is all but gone, still a good result today. I'm being told that if Jack doesn't turn up and you get a maximum 125 points in round 10, you can do it, but I'm thinking you're not really holding out for that.
No, Sandown is not the track for me, I'm afraid. I've only been there the once, and everyone else was coached and grew up there, so I'll be happy if I make it anywhere near the podium, to be honest. I wanted to consolidate 2nd. I think I've done that. I'm happy. I'm on the podium. Can't ask for more, really. And these guys, Sam and Dante, did a brilliant job. I'm quite happy. I think at the beginning of the year, we were probably dreaming that we'd get 1, 2, 3 like that. So, and we've done it finally. So it's good. It's good.
And that puts you in good shape for championships next season?
Well, now that we're not doing this one, we've got to go and find one, haven't we? So
Zack Swannell, thank you very much for talking to me. Third place, man. In second place, a massively aggressive drive from Dante Dhillon. It's great to see you back up on the podium.
Yeah, I'm very pleased, even more pleased, because we've got Sam Lovelace getting his first win. We did say last round that we wanted to get another 1-2 the other way around. We did it back-to-back, so couldn't be more happy with that.
When it's someone you wish well on the track, how does that affect the on-track action?
I mean, what do you mean?
I mean, like, don't you just like wish him your competitor's general pain and anguish, whereas because you like him, you're actually wishing him well?
Oh yeah, exactly. I want him to do well. We always want each other to do well. Been racing together for quite a few years now. So yeah, he's the exception probably. Yeah, no, it was really good. Pushing the whole race. Gap pretty much stayed the same. Zack was trying to catch up and then fell back and caught up again. So it was just about watching that really. But no, I'm really, really pleased with how today went. And as Zack said, 1, 2, 3. Couldn't be more happy.
Well, a really aggressive drive as always, and a well-deserved second place. Well done to Dante Dhillon. Yeah, a lot of love between you two guys. You had to beat Jack O'Neill as well to get the final, and he's been on form today. So a really satisfying victory.
Yeah, certainly it's surreal to get my first win, especially in the circumstances, having to pass Jack O'Neill of all people. So yeah, chuffed.
And where do you think you can push on then in the next round? Are you going to pick up another victory?
Yeah, that's the plan, isn't it? It's surreal to get a 1-2 with Dante. Now it's London buses. You know, we've been waiting for one for so long, and then two come at once. So you know, happy days.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for talking to us, Sam. Lovely to see actual people getting on the racetrack instead of fighting and shouting at each other, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really good podium, this. These three really wanted to share a podium, and to be able to do so at the end of what's been a really competitive season.
Look
for
at
all
them.
three
They're
of them.
still dancing.
They're still mucking about behind us. It's a really, really good end to the season for them, and they've got one more round to go, of course, at Sandown Park. Jack, you'd better show up, otherwise Zack Swannell is going to take that title away from you. There's the number to call if you want to get on the grid yourself. DaytonaMax.co.uk is the website to go to. You've only got one last chance to battle for a great result in the Daytona DMAX grid.